I ranked the best TikTok monetization strategies based on what I've learned over 10 years helping online business owners monetize and scale. We're going to kick things off with affiliate marketing, which is really popular on TikTok right now. And affiliate marketing is when you affiliate yourself with a product. You are basically promoting somebody else's product in return for a commission. Now, I'm very familiar with affiliate marketing, so I can confidently put this as a solid B when we're ranking our monetization strategies. And B is a pretty good ranking here. It's something you should consider as a monetization strategy. I don't have it ranked higher for a couple of reasons I'm going to explain here in a second, but if you're not familiar with this system, this comes from like gaming culture where you rank things like characters, or I've seen people do it with books. You're ranking things from S tier down to D tier, and S being like elite, the best of the best, A being very good, B being good, and onward down we go. And so I think this is a great visual way to explain how we rank these things. And I like affiliate marketing. I use affiliate marketers to promote my courses, and we're giving them commissions to get additional traffic and increase our sales. So it's really good for us, and it's really good for those creators that are sending us traffic. And it is a great way to build passive income if you're a content creator. And on the high end, you can do incredibly well with affiliate marketing. My business partner is a personal finance blogger that makes the majority of his money from affiliate marketing, and he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars from his website every single year. And I know a lot of creators that their main income source is affiliate marketing, and they've gone on to have their businesses acquired for millions of dollars. Here's why I'm holding affiliate marketing back, and I'm only ranking it as a B. Number one, you have no control over the funnels in the marketing. So you are driving traffic to this offer, but if the person that created the offer is not optimizing their funnels to make them convert at a higher percentage, you're going to waste a lot of your traffic and not get sales from it. And there's nothing that you can do to improve that funnel. The other thing is that the product or service creator can slash their commissions or just completely get rid of the program at any time they want. And a couple of years ago, people that were using Amazon affiliates really felt the pain of this when they slashed their commissions, and creators that were making a lot of money promoting things on Amazon suddenly were making pennies. The other big reason is just hype. TikTok is flooded with affiliate marketers right now, and it's flooded with programs that are promoting affiliate marketing. And I don't think you should be scared of competition as a creator, but what you're seeing about affiliate marketing on TikTok is just not a great way to go about it. People that are talking about affiliate marketing are mostly people that have taken a $7 course to learn how to do affiliate marketing, and then they're promoting the exact same course and all of its very expensive upsells in order to get a commission.
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se.
I have to go make a call.
If you want to be successful with affiliate marketing, focus on a particular topic and create helpful content that helps educate people around that topic, and then promote the products and services that are going to help people interested in that topic. For example, I'm a big fan and affiliate of stand stores. And the reason for that is because if you're growing a TikTok audience and you want to monetize it, you can use a stand store in the link in your bio to start generating leads and getting sales. It's very easy to use and one of the best products on the market right now. Now, here's something that I like even better than affiliate marketing, and that's going to be digital products. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this as A tier. Now, digital products can be ebooks, they can be challenges, they're just any kind of info product where you're helping somebody with something and you're creating it yourself and selling it. And so one of the reasons that this gets ranked above affiliate marketing is because you get to keep 100% of the profits instead of just getting a commission of anywhere from 10 to 40% on someone else's product. You also have full control of the funnels. And using software like a stand store makes it really easy to sell digital products because you're able to create them and sell them right there inside of that one piece of software. Gone are the days of having to have a website page builder and cart software and email and automation software to make it all work. Stan will do it all for you. It's just an easy and affordable tool to help monetize your TikTok. Now, digital products are great because it's passive income. You create the product one time, you create the marketing system one time, and then people discover you on TikTok, go into your link, and they buy it, and the money just hits your account while you're sleeping. It's also a great way for people to invest in you and learn more from you, to figure out if you're somebody that they want to work with and invest at like a higher level. But the drawback that keeps digital products from being like S tier is that they are generally lower ticket. They're usually going to be things that are $100 or less. And that means in order to hit your income goals, you're going to have to sell more of them. And it's harder to sell a huge volume of these lower products than it is to sell higher ticket products. Which leads me to online courses. This is definitely S tier. This is top tier. This is one of the best things on this list. I'm a huge fan of it. I talk about in one of my other videos how I have a single online course that makes me over $1,400 per day every single day, completely passively at this point. And so online courses are generally going to be somewhere in that $200 to $1,000 price point, and they're things that you can sell without hopping on the phone. And the whole goal with an online course is to create this product one time that helps people solve a problem by giving them the blueprint, usually in a video format inside of like a custom course portal. But what's great about them is that you can actually use your organic traffic to get people onto your email list and into automations that are going to sell these things completely passively. And so say that you have a $500 product and you're selling one per day, you're making almost $200,000 in a very leveraged way. So I'm a big fan of online courses, and if you want to learn more about that, I have a lot of videos. My early videos on this channel were just about online courses, how to create them, how to sell them, how to market them, all that kind of stuff. So next we're going to go into online coaching, and consulting would fall in this too. And this is tough. I'm going to put this at A tier. I'm going to put this head of digital products. Let me rearrange that there. Coaching is fantastic. We're talking high ticket, over $1,000. You can set up coaching in a way that it can still be high ticket and be time leveraged. But oftentimes it's a more personal experience. It's more customized. There might be more of there should be more of a coaching element where you're helping people deal with the obstacles that they're running into and overcoming those problems so that way they can be successful faster. And I'm a huge fan of coaching. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm actually going to move coaching up into S tier, and I'm going to keep it behind courses, but this is definitely S tier because of how easy it is to reach your income goals when you're doing coaching versus lower ticket courses or digital products. And I talk about this pretty extensively in my video called The Truth About Pricing. It's actually easier in a lot of ways to sell higher ticket products like coaching and consulting because the way that you sell it is by talking to people on the phone. And so you're able to find out what the problems that particular person is dealing with and tailor your message and your pitch to that if it's somebody that you're actually able to help. And so you need fewer leads to get a higher ticket sale, like a $2,000 sale, than you would in order to get a $200 sale with a course. Now, courses, you don't have to get on the phone. It's much more passive, but the amount of time, the investment of time and the investment of money that you're going to put into to perfect that marketing message is a lot bigger. And really, when we look at courses and coaching, these are two things on the same spectrum. A lot of times, if you're creating a course, you are starting with coaching. That way you can talk to people and you can figure out the problems they have and the language they use and learn how to market it. And then after you've hit your income goals, you're making $10,000, $20,000 a month, whatever it is, then a lot of times you'll start to create a more time leveraged course or something that you can downsell people that aren't ready for that coaching investment into, or just turning the coaching into a course altogether. But I'm going to put coaching as S tier, just behind courses, because that's the way that I would recommend if I'm building content, especially educational content on TikTok. Like, that is the number one way to hit your income goals and to monetize the fastest. All right, next we're going to talk about creator programs. And this is going to be things like the creator funds. You have this on YouTube, you have it on TikTok, you have this on a lot of platforms. And it's the idea that they're paying you based on the views that you're getting on your content. And for TikTok, I'm going to put this at C. This is down at the bottom for me. And the reality is it's just not the best way to monetize on TikTok. You're not getting a lot of money from it. It's nowhere near as powerful as the ad program, the partner program on YouTube. And the big reason for that is just the length. It is really hard to stuff advertisements into a video that might be anywhere from 5 seconds to maybe 3 minutes at tops. Whereas if somebody's creating a 10, 15, 30-minute video on YouTube that has advertisements inside of it, they're going to be able to make a lot more money from that partner program. And so I actually think this is one of the biggest challenges that TikTok is dealing with right now, is they're figuring out how they can incentivize and monetize creators better. And we know that they're trying to figure this out because I feel like, as a more established creator on TikTok now, I'm getting invitations to these creator programs constantly. There's always a new program or challenge that they're trying to roll out. And look, if you get invited to one of these creator programs, feel free to try it. Definitely do it. It's one of the ways that you can use to monetize. You're not limited to any one single way, but it's just going to be a lot harder to monetize. And you could use something like, let's say, coaching, and have less than 10,000 followers and be making tens of thousands of dollars per month. So this isn't something that I'm going to focus a lot of time on because I just think there's better ways. All right, so now we're looking at sponsorships, and I'm going to put sponsored posts. I think I'm going to put this at a B. I'm going to put this behind affiliate marketing. And The main reason is because of the time investment and the volatility it creates inside of your business. I want stability and consistency as a business owner. I want to have a pretty good idea of how much money I'm going to make month to month so I know how much money I can spend. And sponsorships allow you to get a really big pop, but just because you got a sponsorship one month doesn't mean you're going to get it the next month. And I've seen this firsthand with creators that have gone from making barely any money with affiliate marketing. They're making maybe a couple $100s per month, and then all of a sudden they make $11,000 in a month because they got these sponsorships and they think they've made it big time, and then it just goes away. But it's very real. These brand deals can be awesome, and there's a lot of other creators on TikTok and on YouTube that can share a lot more about brand deals than I can. It's personally not something that I've really wanted to deal with because I just don't want to be negotiating with people and figuring out the contracts and the terms, and I left my legal career to escape that stuff. Why do I want to do that as part of this new career? So to me, just because of the earning potential and the time investment, that's going to be a solid B. So let's talk about merch. This is Biggie Snugs, the logo / mascot of my company, Laptop Empires. We had a comic book artist that created all of this Biggie Snugs artwork that we use extensively across our website and social media. And I even wore this mascot head at a conference one time. So merch can be a lot of fun. And believe it or not, this isn't the craziest thing that we've done. At another conference, a guy actually had Biggie Snugs tattooed on his leg. And we've used that tattoo to sell more merch. And as much as it pains me to say this, merch might be the most fun, but I'm definitely going to put it at a solid C. I'll go ahead and put it right ahead of the creator program. Now look, if you want to be successful with merch and actually make good money from it, you need to create a movement. You need to create something that people love. Our fans love Biggie Snugs, and so they buy the merch. But even with that, it's not a huge income source. It's more of just something fun to do. All right, so let's look at the next one, freelance services. I still have fuzz in my mouth. So freelance services, I'm going to put this pretty high. This is going to be A tier. I did not mean for the green and the red to match up, but oh well. I'm a huge fan of freelance services. I've been an agency owner for 10 years, and it's a great way to make money. Once again, it is a very high ticket thing. It involves work. You're working for other people. You have clients that you're helping out. My agency in particular, we're using Facebook ads to scale online coaches to 6 figures a month, or helping and providing strategy and content plans on TikTok to also help those coaches grow. So unlike courses and digital products, which are going to be, more time leverage because you create it once and then you're just driving traffic to it, you're going to have to put in more work over time with freelance services. But if you learn a high income skill like copywriting or advertising or something like that, you're going to be able to make really good money, and people are going to pay you on retainer. So if you have 4 clients that are paying you $2,000 a month, you're making $8,000 a month or 6 figures per year just from those 4 clients. And so I'm actually going to move this ahead of digital products because I think it's better when you're first starting out. This is kind of up there with coaching, where you're able to really hit your income goals quickly using the skills and the problems that you're able to solve for people. The main difference between coaching and freelance services, making A tier instead of S tier, is that there's just more leverage with coaching. You can hire new coaches. It's more scalable. It's more about creating evergreen content versus providing a service month after month for those people. But I'm a big fan of freelancing. I've trained over 6,000 freelance digital marketers over at Laptop Empires, and it's a great way to start making money from your content. All right, moving on, we've got memberships, and I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and I'm going to put it in A tier, and digital products memberships, I think it's preference. I'll go ahead and put it in between. I think it might be a little bit better than digital products, but not quite as good to me as freelance services, but also it kind of breaks up the colors there. Memberships are great. It's so good to have recurring income in your business. I'm a big fan of it. I utilize it in my business. If you watch that $1,400 a day from one digital product video, you're going to hear about how my online course actually has a membership component. So we get that one sale from the online course and then are making $47 per month from those same buyers. The only reason that memberships are not higher up on the list is, well, one, it's harder to get a client than a one-time sale because people have so many subscriptions these days. It's just putting another thing that's going to hit their credit card every single month. And then retention and beating churn. That's your biggest challenge, is keeping people engaged, keeping them in the membership. And you're having to create new content every single month. You're having to engage constantly to get people to stay there for what's generally a lower ticket price. So for me, I would rather sell a $500 course one time or sell a higher ticket online coaching service one time than try to sell somebody into a $50 membership and keep them for 10 months to earn the same amount of money, but with a lot more work and investment. I like to build assets. I like to build YouTube videos that live on forever and generate me traffic. I love to create courses that I create one time and make me money forever. And so the constant upkeep of a membership is going to be a little bit lower on my list. Now, finally, we are going to talk about PLR and MRR. And before I rank this, I'm going to go And I just accidentally dropped that in D tier, but that's okay because that is where I would put it 100%. So if you're not familiar with this, PLR means private label rights and MRR means master reseller rights. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't have even included this. I actually probably for the last item would have done something like Patreon or something where people can just pay you because they like your content or essentially make donations. And I went ahead and left that one off because it was going to be pretty low ranked anyway. And I felt like talking about PLR and MRR, I needed to address it because it's so popular on TikTok these days because people are selling it, kind of like selling people into things, teaching them about affiliate marketing. The difference is that like affiliate marketing has a much higher top end and is a little bit more legit, whereas like PLR has a very MLM feel to it.
Sounds like a get rich quick scheme.
Yes, thank you. You will get rich quick. We all will.
So what PLR really means is these private label rights. It just means that like you buy a digital product that somebody else made and then you have the ability to edit it and white label it and use it as your own. And honestly, my distaste for this is not really that part. It's just the way that people promote it and try to sell you on the dream of this new shiny thing on TikTok in order to make money themselves when it's not really going to help you. And that's where the MLM feel comes from. If you want to really build a business selling digital products, courses, coaching, whatever it is, then you yourself need to help people solve problems with your content. And it's going to be much more effective if you actually create the product around your own knowledge, sharing with people your system or methodology or framework for solving that problem instead of just going and getting the same product, the same PLR product that everyone else is using and slapping your logo on it. So not a fan of this. That's why it's D tier. And there we have it. Now, at the end of the day, none of this matters if you don't have an audience. You have to focus on building an audience and getting traffic to drive to your offers before you can monetize that audience. So I want you to watch this next video that shows you how to set up your TikTok from scratch, the settings, how to optimize your profile, how to create your content to actually grow and go viral so you have people that you can send to your offers through the link in your bio. And if you want to learn more about monetizing on TikTok or creating things like coaching programs and courses, check out my old videos. I'll link a few of them in the description.